sat on a leaf, contemplating the peaceful world around her. It was a rare moment of rest. She knew how important her work was to preserve the harmony in the fields. She understood that her insatiable hunger for insects saved the plants from being destroyed by them. It was a part of the wonderful plan of the universe to keep everything in balance. The stories of her ancestors had been passed down from generation to generation. She was proud of the ancient story that her grandparents had been carefully selected and sent to Kansas by local authorities in response to the fervent prayers of the farmers, powerless and desperate in the face of disaster. They had saved the harvest and prevented people from starving that winter in Kansas City. From this miracle, her species had received the name ladybug, but they were much better known in Europe, where they came from, as Our Lady's bird, because it was Our Lady herself who had sent the little red insects to save the fields. This made her feel very proud and useful in a world where she was only a small species among billions of others. The color of her appearance had undergone a significant transformation with the evolution of time. She knew that she was different from other red ladybugs with 3 black dots on their wings. She was yellow with 22 symmetrically distributed black dots. Her friends had teased her from the moment she transformed from a larva into a ladybug. They called her Polkadot Sun, and they avoided her every time they got together to play hide and seek because she was too conspicuous. They called her by that name not because she was bigger than the other ladybugs, but because she was simply fat to them. Being so different was not acceptable to her peers, and she was left alone by all the other ladybugs, developing a strong autonomy. With her sunny temperament, she had learned to make new friends among other creatures who also felt isolated from their own species. Her best friend was a bird that resembled no other bird in the neighborhood. This strange bird was called Chatterbox because it always tried to imitate sounds of any kind, which bothered the other birds who thought whistling was the only correct language for birds. Polkadot's Sun often rested on Chatterbox's shoulder, hiding under his feathers when they flew through the trees and over the lush fields of corn, enjoying the nature that housed them regardless of what others said. They formed a strange couple. The parrot was completely green, except for a small yellow spot next to its head, which was Polkadot's Sun. He learned to speak the language of the ladybugs properly because he specialized in speaking like others. But even when they were silent, they understood each other perfectly. Theirs was a friendship that transcended all the differences of their species and would soon be a blessing not only for them, but for the whole community.